Well, hello there. How is everyone? I hope you are all well. This is video 2, by the way. Number 2. Not number 2. It's not shit. It's video 2 of 2. So if you missed number 1, go check it out. A bit of a local crime. Something, people whinge at me quite a lot saying, well, why don't you cover crimes in the UK? Because we don't often get to fucking hear about them. But this one is right on our doorstep, and there's a family of 4 that lost their lives. So if you haven't seen it, go check it out, because it's going to be an interesting one to see how this plays out and see how law enforcement handle it and how that differs to how they handle things over in the US. But for now, we're talking about Ashleigh Butterbean. I had to come out and say something. A lot of you who have been around here for a while, you will understand how I feel. And I have, on multiple occasions, I've spoken about this individual. But this is what is wrong with certain types of media and certain people within the media. Now, with respect to the Idaho 4 case, a lot of us can speculate. We can speculate because there isn't anything known. There isn't anything known, so we can have opinions. We can... we can speculate on what we think happened, who was involved, who weren't involved. We can question why it might have took someone 8 hours to call 911, because our natural curiosity is going to make us wonder about things like this. If they were my own children and they were in that situation, I would wonder why it took them that long to call 911. And look, like I say, we can speculate, we can ponder over things, we can knockhead, spitball, whatever we do. But some people, they've got a certain amount of clout and they have a certain amount of following and they've got a platform that has a certain power. And when they talk about certain things, that rings a bell with some people, and it helps to, how can I say, to form, if they've got a thought in their mind that isn't correct, but then these people come forward and they say it offers affirmation. So then they run with it and they all of a sudden think that they're right, and that is in fact when it's not. And a lot of what comes out of Ashleigh Butterbean's face isn't actually fact. It's just, it seems to be that she's got a massive boner for Kohberger, for Bryan Kohberger. She's like a giddy school child. A lot of the time when she's talking, it's bordering on creepy. Do you know what I mean? In fact, I think it's fucking way gone beyond creepy. I was watching her do a video the other day, and she was fucking giddy. She was giddy with it, and I can't get my head around it. I can't get my head around it. And the latest piece of information was reference how if Bryan Kohberger, if they want to really get him or whatever, what they can do is try this in 4 individual trials. So they got 4 shots at the apple. And I thought to myself, well, for a start off, that's all part of the same crime. If they want to try it, they certainly can't they? They can try it but at the end of the day, it's playing on words, because at the end of the day, this happened all in one go. So I don't really see how that's going to work, how that would change things. What they're going to say, all right, for this trial, what we'll do is we'll just try for Madison Mogan, see how we get on with that, and then we'll have another shot, and then another shot. That, to me, is just vindictive. That is dragging the families through a process that is sickening, and it's almost like we're going to just keep going until we get what we want. And if we don't win the first time, we're going to have another go and another go and another go, like rebounding. Do you know what I mean? You have a shot, a goal that hits a crossbar, fuck it, we'll bang it in again. Oh, it's hit the post. Oh, bang it, and keep going. If this case is so waterproof, so watertight, then why all these fucking games? And there lies the problem, you see, because there isn't really any games. These things come up because people like Butterface, everything's all right, Butterface. Do you know what I mean? All of these things come up, and it stokes the fire, doesn't it? It stokes the fire, and people are like, "Oh, this is what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen." Is she fucking joking? What power does this person have in this case? And the answer is absolutely none. She's speculating like I do. She's speculating like everybody else does. We are speculating based on a lack of information that's out there, and she's got the same lack of fucking information. If she hasn't got a lack of information, then someone's feeding her stuff that shouldn't be feeding her stuff. So you can't have your cake and eat it. Is she full of shit and just making stuff up, or is someone feeding her stuff that shouldn't be feeding her stuff? Let me know down below. Because it's creeping me out. The woman is creeping me out. I genuinely don't get it. I've never known someone have such a boner over someone than this woman for Bryan Kohberger in this crime. I get it that a lot of people have considered him guilty before he's actually gone to trial. They've looked at what's out and they've decided, you know what, he's a guy who did it. And you guys, all I'm going to say is just slow down. Just slow down and take a bit of a breather. Have a bit of a breather and actually look at what's out there. Have a real good look and do your own research. Research into all the little elements, the things that you think absolutely proves beyond a reasonable doubt that's him, and look into it and see how you come up with. Don't listen to the likes of, of Nutbag and co. Just do your own fucking research, for God's sake. It drives me mad. It drives me mad. And this has been a little bit of a rant. Let me know down below. What do you think? It's nuts. See you all tomorrow.